Hey, what's up everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today I'm very happy to show you guys that I will review one of these Marvel Legends, which is from the Build-A-Figure, the Thor version, and it's from the Avengers Endgame. Okay, so this is actually the first time I actually gotten so many figure from one of the BAF. Actually, I was thinking to collect all of them to build the Thor, but somehow I just couldn't because I already have visions, and it doesn't make sense for me to get another vision, and I also don't want to have another Captain America. Yep, so which is why I just decided to get this three and just keep the BAF Thor version. I'll wait for the s.h.figuarts ones. Yep, so since I gotten three, I don't know which one should I review first, so I actually created a poll in my YouTube community channel post that I'll let you guys decide which ones for me to review first. And I got a hunch that a lot of you actually wanted me to review Valkyrie first, because many of you claims that these two, there are some people already review it, so they want to see this one. But unfortunately I have to respect the polls result. As of the last I seen, the Mark 85 actually got the first place, followed by the Valkyrie, as then it will be the Iron Patriot War Machines. Okay, so I'll review this guy today, and still giving you guys time to choose which one is the second one to review. Currently these two are pretty close together, but Valkyrie actually got, I think, a few more votes that he got in the second place. So I will wait until tomorrow and then I'll see which one of it actually go first, and I'll review that. Okay, so today I'll review the Iron Man Mark 85. Okay, so I'm pretty shocked as well as to this one will win, because I always thought the Valkyrie or at least the Iron Patriot will win first, but because this we have seen the Mark 85 way too many times. s.h.figuarts, I think there's even one from the Marvel Legends, I'm not too sure. Do give me some info in the comments below. Yeah, so this is not really the first time we've seen a Mark 85, but oh well, maybe you guys are interested in the Infinity War Gauntlet. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Endgame Gauntlet. Yep. So let's take a closer look at the box. So it's pretty standard ones. I can see, wow, this actually looks pretty cool. The Iron Man interpretation of him in the movie. I'm pretty sure this is not the pictures of the figures. Yep. And the side here is exactly the same, nothing special here, nothing special over there below. And from this side we can see that there are 6 of them to build the big fat Thor, which actually looks pretty bad in my opinion. No offense guys, I actually think it looks pretty bad, which is also another reason why I couldn't convince myself to get all of them to build him. Okay, so we have some info here that you can read about. Tony Stark gears up in his highly advanced Mark LSSV, I assume it's 85 armor. Okay, so it's pretty cool. And you can see actually this what's his name, Gate Watcher, the Heimdall. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I've seen the actual products today, looks pretty good. Cap was not bad, but I have too many caps already, and Vision is exactly the same as the 2-pack which I got him, together with the Scarlet Witch from the Marvel Legend as well. Okay, so let's get this guy out. Okay, so this is Mark 85 right out of the box. Let's take a closer look. Okay, even from the box, when I was there to choose it, as I always say, when you're buying a Marvel Legends, it's better for you to be there personally, physically, to actually choose the best one out of the box. I mean, out of the bulk of the stocks. So unless they only have one for you, then you can't choose it. So I actually went through with a few collectors who actually are there to choose the Iron Man. And the first thing they noticed, which I didn't, is that the arm reactor is not painted. Okay, so this is pretty disappointing, because It actually looks very good from the promo pictures. Not sorry, not from the promo picture. I mean from the box itself. You can see it's supposed to be a bluish kind of things, but oh well. This is Hasbro after all. So this is the main disappointment. And also they I went through I think at least 20 boxes of this guy, and they are all of them pretty much have defect. Even mine, you can see there are some paint chips here, even though it's not very obvious, but there are some that are pretty bad, especially some they have scratches on the helmet, and this one is not painted, and yet you can see some red there which is quite bad. Yeah, so you really need to choose the best one, and mine do have a few more paint scratches as I noticed just now somewhere along the legs. Yeah, I think I lost it somehow. We need to see, but basically it's I'm pretty amazed at how they I mean the overall sculpture actually looks pretty good, you know, just the paint. Maybe later I will compare it with the Mark 85 from s.h.figuarts. You will see the gold actually needs to be a little more brighter. This is pretty dark. It's like he's been in a battle already with Thanos and then there's some dirt on him. Yeah, so it's not as bright as it should be. That's what I felt. Other than that, I think it actually has quite a number of detail, which I'm pretty amazed that they managed to pull it off. You can see the lines in the armor. Okay, these are quite well. I mean, for a Marvel Legend, these are considered a very well done armor, and the paint that they use is not entirely dull. You can see as the light shines off, it actually looks a little bit of a metallic kind of feels. Yep. So it's I would say that it's actually exceeded my expectation quite a bit, because I didn't expect much from it. To be honest, I actually wanted him is for the Infinity Gauntlet because I already have the s.h.figuarts. There's no point for me to have one for the Marvel Legends. Yeah, except I want it for size comparison in the future, because I always say that I don't have any Iron Man from Marvel Legend except for s.h.figuarts. So now I have it. Yeah, so that's also one of the reasons, but the main reason is for the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, so it looks pretty well all together, I would say. Yeah, you can see that as the light shines off it, looks pretty good. Yeah, actually looks like a real metal itself. Okay, so we'll go through the articulation right now. Okay, so for the articulations, let's go through the head first. Pretty much standard, I will believe, so you can look up pretty much. Okay, and looking down, surprisingly he can't really look down in this one. Yeah, just like this. Okay, yep, so there's an arm swivel here, bicep swivels. The arm can go pretty much 360 degree, can go more than 90 degrees. Okay, and there's a double joint elbow. Okay, standard one. The hands, and okay, so this is the hand for the repulsor plus that they give as accessory, so which is why there's a hole here. Okay, so there's a basic chest articulations like a swivel, you see. Okay, not too bad. The leg, yep, there's a swivel I believe, because I can see the line there, but I can't seem to, oh, okay, so I was shocked at one moment that I broke something, but it's very tight because it's brand new. Yep, so I loosened here, but I still need some time to loosen this one. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll do that later. So pretty standard articulation for the legs. Cannot kick up much because of the armor that's hindering it, unless you just turn it a little. Nope, not good. Yep, it's less than 90 degrees. So the double joint knee. Okay, and the legs movement here is pretty stiff because I have problems trying to stand him up just now, but he can't really move much on the legs. You can see that I'm really pushing it hard, hopefully not breaking anything. He can go side by side pretty well, just that up and down is pretty restricted, and there's no toe hinge. Okay, I'm not sure whether there's any toe hinge in Marvel Legend or this wall, maybe just for s.h.figuarts. So that's pretty much it for the articulations. Now let's go through the accessories. Okay, so this Iron Man actually comes with quite a number of things. Let's get through the hands first. So he has a pair of fist hands, closed fist hands, and there's a pair of open hands for the blast effects, for him to do the blast. I'll bring it closer for you guys. Okay, so the blast effect we have 4, and they are all the same. Okay, it's not like the s.h.figuarts where they actually have different ones for the legs and different ones for the hands, but as Marvel Legends actually make it all the same, and I'm quite digging the color for the blast. This looks pretty nice actually. Okay, so it looks this way. Okay, so it's pretty cool, no complaints there. And of course, the highlight of the item, actually got quite a shock when I got it out because I didn't expect it to be a 2-piece. So this actually looks, I'm not sure, is it meant for Hulk or is it meant for Thanos? Because I don't have either of them in my Marvel Legends form, so I'm assuming it's for either one of them. And how does this work? Do you actually put it inside his just to cover his arm, and then just put the hands in? Maybe someone can update me, enlighten me a little bit, but at least this is a working hands. Actually I was expecting it to be a single piece. Like I mean it's even better now. Even though I this is not what I expected, but it's even better that I can actually post Spider-Man holding on to it, or it's also working as a, if you have Marvel Legend Hulk or even Marvel Legend Thanos, maybe it actually fits very well, oops, to the hands, so that this one will make it look like he's having the gauntlet, which is pretty cool. You can see the details here. And yeah, this one also you need to choose very properly, because I have seen some that is the stone are unpainted. Yep, so there are a few paint defects for the Marvel Legends, which I think is pretty normal. So mine got all the stones painted, although there are some that's not painted very well, but this is like the best one amongst all of them. Okay, and then of course we have the Thor BAF Build-A-Figure parts. This is the normal hands, his left hands, and he also have one interchangeable hands with the time travel gadget on his hand. Okay, but this will be useless for me since I'm not intending to build the figure. Okay, so that's all for the accessory for this guy here. Okay, so as for the size comparison, I will compare him with the Marvel Legend first. Actually have one of the Iron Man, which is the 80th anniversary classic Iron Man's. Yep, you can see this classic version is still slightly taller than he is. And right up next, I'll compare him with this big guy here, the Marvel Legends War Machines Mark 6. You can see, wow, he actually towers over him. And right up next, of course, I'll compare him with the s.h.figuarts Mark 85, which it's not surprising that he's smaller than he is, because it's a norm that Marvel Legends are usually bigger than the s.h.figuarts. So you can see that the gold paint I mentioned earlier is actually brighter than this ones on the Marvel Legends. So I believe he should, if he have this kind of glows, then this will look perfect. And right up next, I'll compare him with the s.h.figuarts Thanos from the Avengers Endgame. Okay, so they actually scale pretty well. And if you are wondering why my Thanos looking different, this is the extra arms from Takara Tony. You can check out my review right over here. It's brilliant. Okay, they actually improved the looks very much, as well as you can see the blade is very nice now. And right up next, I will compare him with his friend, the Marvel Legends, the Worthy Captain America Walmart exclusive, as well as the Thanos from Mesco. This is the Thanos from Ragnarok. Okay, and last but not least, let's compare him with his successor, The Amazing Spider-Man. This is the one from the Marvel Legends Far From Home. I actually repainted the line so it actually looks better now. And this is actually the Mayfax Iron Spider, which I think he looks very tiny against them. Okay guys, I have tried something and to my surprise it actually works. Can you see it? Wow. Okay, so this is nice. Okay, so I can actually use the Marvel Legends Infinity Gauntlet on him because this piece here is soft. So actually at first I thought it wouldn't fit because of he have this thing here, which is this one that might hinders it, but because it's soft I can still put it on, and this piece just goes into the hole. You actually have to remove the whole hands, okay, together with the ball pack, and then it actually fits in pretty well and it stays. Now this looks very good, and I think the scale actually pretty much match it. Wow, this look badass. Okay, so it's another bonus for those of you who actually have this Endgame Thanos from s.h.figuarts. Okay, so my final verdict for him is I think he looks great. The design, the sculpture is pretty well done, except for some of the paint, especially the arc reactor isn't painted, which is quite disappointing because it's pretty obvious that they shouldn't miss it. Okay, so this is one thing, and also there are some paint scratches here and there, which is pretty norm for a Marvel Legend actually. So I'm not sure if I should actually remove some points based on that, because maybe some of you will say, it's normal, you know, if you buy Marvel Legend you should expect that to happen. Well, for me, I'm still well, since my damage isn't that bad, so I can still accept it. And also the articulation I think is slightly more restricted, especially on the legs here. Yep, can't pretty much move him around unless I'm just too afraid that I'll break something off. Okay, so other than that, the accessory is great, especially the Infinity Gauntlet, now that I know that it fits the s.h.figuarts Thanos, so it's a added point, a bonus. And the blast repulsor are pretty cool. As I mentioned, I actually love the paint. Okay, oh, see, this is what I mean, because he can't stand well, I can't adjust the legs. Okay, so I think I'm still giving him a 7.5 out of 10. Yep, not to say it's a bad figure, but I just feel that it should be, there are so much room for improvement over here. Okay, but if you don't have a Mark 85 and you can't get the s.h.figuarts due to the skyrocket price, I think this is a good addition. And I believe this part, maybe some of you can just easily paint it with a blue marker or something, Gundam marker pen, and it should improve the overall look very much. Okay, and for those of you customizer, of course you can actually do some repaint and maybe spray something that makes it look even more metallic, then it will actually improve this guy a lot more. Okay, so other than that, I think it's a fine figure. If you want the Infinity Gauntlet, which I think is pretty cool, then you should really get it. Okay, so yep, that's all for my review for this guy. I hope you like this review. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Of course, leave me a comment if you have any further question or any request that you want to ask for this guy here. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you like my channel content so far. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.